Schwinn 700 IC assembly video. Introducing the new Schwinn 700 IC bike. Begin by selecting an area where you are going to set up and operate your bike. For safe operation, the machine must be located on a hard level surface. Please allow a minimum work area of 24 inches around the perimeter of the bike. Be sure that the workout space you chose has adequate height clearance, taking into consideration the height of the user and maximum incline of the fitness bike. Before you begin the assembly, please make sure you read the assembly manual thoroughly, as it contains important safety warnings and assembly tips. Please note that there are some steps in the assembly process that might require two people to help with the assembly. Some components of the machine can be heavy or unwieldy. Please use a second person when doing assembly involving these parts. For assembly assistance, please visit us online or give us a call. Check the assembly manual for a complete parts list. Please note that a right R and left L decal has been applied to some parts to assist with assembly. The following wrenches are included with your assembly: a number 2 screwdriver and 6mm Allen wrench, and a combination 15mm and 17mm wrench. Step 1. Attaching the stabilizers to the frame. It is recommended someone assist you with this step. Begin Step 1 by locating the main frame, Part 1. Next, locate the front stabilizer, Part 2, and set it in front of the frame. If a tube is pre-installed in the stabilizer bracket, remove and set it safely aside. The stabilizer has pre-installed hardware that will have to be removed. Using the provided 6mm Allen wrench, remove the top screws and hardware. Next, with some assistance, tilt the frame and insert the stabilizer in front of the frame. Slowly push it in place, matching the top holes. Once the stabilizer is in place, secure it to the frame using the previously removed hardware. The hardware should be installed into the same holes of the stabilizer that they were previously removed from. Start by hand tightening the screws first. Then, fully tighten the screws using the provided 6mm Allen wrench. Once all the hardware is tightly secured, proceed to locating the back of the frame. Locate the rear stabilizer, Part 3, and place it by the bottom back of the frame. The rear stabilizer has pre-installed hardware that will have to be removed. Using the provided 6mm Allen wrench, remove the top screws and hardware. Next, with some assistance, tilt the frame and insert the rear stabilizer in place. Once the stabilizer is in place, secure it to the frame using the previously removed hardware. The hardware should be installed into the same holes of the rear stabilizer that they were previously removed from. Start by hand tightening both screws first, then fully tighten the screws using the provided 6mm Allen wrench. Step 1 is now complete. Step 2. Attaching the seat and seat post. Begin Step 2 by locating the seat post, Part 4, and placing it on the top of the frame tube on the location shown. The seat post is adjustable, and it has multiple height locations written on the side. Slowly slide the seat position into place, but take care not to set the seat post position higher than the stop mark on the tube. Pull the adjustment knob to adjust the seat post. Choose an appropriate height for your seat stem by sliding it up and down, and then lock it into place by releasing the knob. Tighten the knob securely. Next, locate the seat assembly, Part 5, and insert it on the open end of the seat post, Part 4. Slowly push and slide the seat assembly into place. To fully secure the seat assembly, locate the adjustment handle, Part A, and the flat washer, Part B, and insert them underneath the seat assembly. The seat position is adjustable and can be adjusted to a desired position after the handle is tightened. To adjust the seat after the handle is tightened, loosen the handle, move the seat to the desired position, and tighten the handle. Pull the handle straight down to disengage and turn it so that it points rearward, then release. When fully tightened, the adjustment handle must point rearward. Step 2 is now complete. Step 3. Attaching the handlebar assembly. Begin Step 3 by locating the handlebar, Part 6, and placing it on top of the front frame tube as shown. The handlebar is adjustable, and it can be adjusted up and down. Slowly slide the handlebar into place, but take care not to set the handlebar position higher than the stop mark on the tube. To secure the handlebar, locate the handle, Part C, and insert it into the front hole of the frame tube. Choose an appropriate height for your handlebar post by sliding it up and down, and then lock it into place. Insert the handle, fully tighten, and make sure the handle points downward. Make sure the adjustment handle engages the holes in the handlebar post. To adjust the height after the handle is tightened, loosen the handle as you hold the handlebar post to prevent it from dropping. Move it to the desired position and tighten the handle. Pull the handle out to disengage and turn the handle so that it points down, then release. Finally, fully secure the handlebar to the handlebar post. To fully secure the handlebar, locate the adjustment handle, part A, and the flat washer, part B, and insert them underneath the handlebar. The handlebar position is adjustable and can be adjusted to a desired position after the handle is tightened. Once the handlebar is fully secured, Step 3 is now complete. Step 4. Attaching the pedals. Begin Step 4 by placing the right pedal, part 7, on the bottom right side of the main frame. Be sure to attach the pedals on the proper side of the bike. Orientation is based from a seated position on the bike. The left pedal and the crank arm have an L engraved on them, while the right pedal and crank arm have an R engraved on them. Before installing the pedal, there might be a little bag on the end of the crank to help keep the crank grease in place. Pull the bag off to expose the grease on the threads. Please note that the left pedal is reverse threaded, while the right pedal is regular threaded. When installing the pedals, it is very important that the pedal is installed straight into the crank arms by hand. If the pedals aren't installed straight, the threads that secure the pedals may strip. If you feel resistance and the pedal does not turn smoothly into the crank arm, then you may remove the pedal and start again to ensure that the pedal is aligned correctly. Try again and tighten the pedal by hand until you are sure that the pedal is going straight into the crank arm. After several hand turns, fully tighten the pedal using a 15mm wrench. Keep the pedal aligned as you fully tighten it with the wrench. Once the right pedal is secured, repeat these steps for the opposite side and attach the left pedal. The left pedal, part 8, will have an L engraved on it. Please note that the left pedal is reverse threaded, so in order to tighten the pedal, you must rotate it counterclockwise. Attach the pedal. If you feel resistance and the pedal does not turn smoothly into the crank arm, then you may remove the pedal and start again to ensure that the pedal is aligned correctly. Keep the pedal centered and aligned while attaching it. After several hand turns, fully tighten the pedal using the 15mm wrench. If the threads strip due to improper installation, then the pedals can disengage from the bike and/or break while under usage, which can result in serious injury to the user. See the assembly manual for more information. Once both pedals are tightly secured, Step 4 is now complete. Step 5. Attaching the water bottle holder. Begin Step 5 by locating the water bottle holder, part 9, and placing it in front of the handlebar on top. Before attaching the holder, locate the pre-installed hardware and remove the 3 screws. Remove the screws using the provided number 2 Phillips screwdriver. Slowly set the water bottle holder on the flat plate on the handlebar. Next, secure the water bottle holder using the 3 previously removed screws. Insert the screws through the handlebar and into the handlebar. Fully tighten the screws using the number 2 Phillips screwdriver. Step 5 is now complete. Step 6. Installing the batteries into the console. Begin Step 6 by locating the console, part 10. Next, pull open the lid to access the battery bay located on the back of the console. Locate and insert 2 batteries into the battery bay. The console uses AA size batteries. Make sure that the batteries point in the direction of the positive and negative indicators in the battery bay. Do not mix old and new batteries. Do not mix alkaline, standard, or rechargeable batteries. Please see the assembly manual for more information. Slowly insert and push the batteries into place. Close the lid once the batteries are fully in place. Step 6 is now complete. Step 7. Attaching the console. Begin Step 7 by locating the console, part 10. The console gets attached to the handlebar on the top center bracket with 4 screw holes. Next, remove the pre-installed hardware located on the back of the console. Remove the hardware using a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. Set the hardware aside. Slowly lower and set the console into place. Next, secure the console using the previously removed hardware. Fully tighten the screws using the number 2 Phillips screwdriver. Finally, locate the console cable and attach it to the bike frame cable. Route the cables through the handlebar and connect the cables. Take care not to crimp the cables. Make sure the cables are properly and fully connected. Congratulations! You have now completed the assembly of the Schwinn 700 IC bike. Before using the bike, please make a final inspection. You may now remove any protective covers from the face of the console. Please inspect the bike to ensure that all fasteners are tight and components are properly assembled. Check pedals weekly to ensure they are tight. Do not use until the bike has been fully assembled and inspected for correct performance in accordance with the assembly manual. Please reference the assembly manual for workouts, troubleshooting, and other program features. Enjoy your new Schwinn 700 IC bike. Brought to you by Schwinn.